In this video, we will discuss why focusing solely on making the most money possible, no matter what, is not actually the way to live a fulfilling life and have a career that you absolutely love. Hey there, my name is Isimemen Joby, EC for short, and I am a transformational career coach and the founder of Fulfilled, the bossiest, dopest career coaching program for Black women and women of color who want to land their dream jobs, live fulfilling lives, skyrocket their income. So here are a couple of reasons why focusing solely on salary will actually lead you to a life that you do not love. When you optimize for money, you actually miss out on your dreams. Here's what I mean. You don't take the time to prioritize what you're best at, what you truly love, why God put you on this earth. So you end up building a life that is nothing like the version that God really has for you. Nothing like the version that would bring you true joy. Why? Because you focus solely on money. You end up missing out on roles that would actually be a perfect fit for you and that would actually lead to a whole lot more money down the road, but you couldn't see it because all you saw were dollar bills. So how do we fix this? How do we actually align ourselves for roles that we love, making money that we love? Because listen, broke does not look good on you. We know this. So how do you make sure you are still living a life of fulfillment and going after a career you love while still getting the bag? Let's get into it. Here's the first thing you have to do. You have to define what success looks like for you. Now, it is so easy in the age of Instagram and TikTok to begin to build your dreams around other people's dreams. But have you ever wondered, what do you truly want out of life? What does success actually look like to you? I know for me, success looks like God seeing me at the end of my life and being like, welcome, my good and faithful servant. You did exactly what you were supposed to do when you were supposed to do it. You used the talents I gave you to change the world, just the way you, EC, were supposed to do it. Not the way Sammy was supposed to do it, not the way sister girlfriend over here was supposed to do it. You did it the way you were supposed to do it. That's what success means to me. So first, you have to define success so that you know when you are actually successful that you've arrived. Because how many people know that people actually miss it when it's happening to them? Because they have not defined success for themselves, or they continue to move the goalposts and they continue to change what success means because they're looking at other people's lives. So the first thing is understand what success looks like for you. Number two is you want to get clear on your gifts, your talent, your purpose, your calling, your strengths, what you do better than anybody else. Listen, when people say there's literally no one like you, it doesn't mean that people don't have your skills or can't do some of the things you've done or don't have the type of degree you have. This is what it means. There is literally never going to be another you in this world. Never. Let that sink in for a second. There will never be a you that has gone through what you've gone through, that was born when you were born, to the parents you were born to, that took up the major you did, that has your unique set of experiences and interests and hobbies and quirks and talents and strengths. So what does that mean? Take time to understand you. Take time to understand what makes you special. Take time to understand your secret sauce. Take time to understand the value you bring to the table. This is your secret weapon. This is what is going to open doors for you. This is what's going to set you apart. Instead of you getting lost in the crowd of me too's, understanding your gifts and your strengths and your skills and your purpose helps you stand out. And it leads me to the next point. Understanding your unique skills, strengths, experiences, purpose, calling actually helps you find your joyful job. Now, what is a joyful job? I define a joyful job as a purpose-aligned position that pays you well, leveraging your skills, your talents, and your greatness. I'm not saying find a perfect job. I'm saying find a joyful job, a job that feels right for you. Because this is the thing, when you are in a job you love, when you are in a role that really speaks to you, guess what ends up happening? You end up performing at a totally different level. You're not burning yourself out. You're not falling apart because you are in your bag. You are in your natural strengths, right? And then also your strengths and skills that you've cultivated over time. So finding a joyful job is a master key to living a life of fulfillment and having a career that you actually love. It is built on the skills that you have already gotten clear on. The fourth thing I want you to think about is once you have found that joyful role and you've identified what it is you love to do, now you want to find the version of that role that will pay you the most while still sustaining your fulfillment and your joy and your happiness. Now, I'm not saying find your entire being and calling in a job, right? Sometimes some of your strengths and your skills are best left as hobbies. They're not meant to be brought into the workplace. But when you find a role that you love, that leverages certain skills, that leverages certain strengths and experiences and passions, what you want to do is now find the version that pays you the best. Now, it might be the version that is in a certain industry, or it might be the version of that role with a certain skill tacked on, right? Like if you were really great at project management, but you also know how to use SQL, it now opens you up to this super great role that pays you super bucks. Or it could be thinking about your years of experience, not downplaying the fact that you have that experience, using your skills and your talents to now leverage that into a leadership role. So you want to think about what version of your role will get you the money that you need. When these offers come in, it is time for you to negotiate, fam. Please do not take the first thing they offer you. And if you would love me to create a whole video on negotiating, how my clients have literally gone from making 75K to $250,000 total comp. I'm talking 130K to 230K is what she got, from $15 an hour to 100K. Yes, it has happened. And everything in between, let me know in the comments below and I will make sure to serve that video up piping hot. I love negotiating. It's actually much simpler than you think. You got to have the mindset, you got to have the confidence, and just the simple language, and you're in there. If you leverage and implement these steps, I'm telling you, you'll be happier than 90% of the population. I have women coming to me all the time saying, EC, I am so unhappy. I can't tell people because I'm making all this great money. I don't want them to think I'm ungrateful, but it's not aligning. I'm not happy. I'm burnt out. I don't feel like I'm using my gifts and my strengths. I don't feel like I'm doing what God has called me to do. Yeah, the money is cool, but I go home every day and I'm in tears and I'm so misaligned. Now, if you want help, if you would like to work with me to outline your fulfilling life, to outline your joyful job, to help you create a step-by-step strategy so that you can skyrocket your income, so that you can literally live fulfilled, so that you can identify what your dream job is, then I want you to go to isimemen.com/start. Book some time on my team's calendar. We would love to chat with you about how to change your life. And I'm going to share with you this super juicy video on how my clients have found fulfilling roles that have literally paid them $50,000 to $100,000 more. And they did not have to compromise on fulfillment or their version of success. It is worth it to do the work to get yourself into a role that you truly love, that speaks to your gifts and your talents, so that you can have a rich and fulfilling life. Now, you might be wondering, okay, EC, I hear you, but I feel like there's so many other components. What really leads to living a life that I love, a life that is full of wonder and richness and joy? What does that look like? Well, I want you to watch my next video where I walk you through step by step how to live a life that you absolutely love, one that is fulfilling, one that is rich, one that is full of joy. So click that video and I will see you over there.